What's up everybody, today we have a very interesting video that concerns everybody who's going to be playing World of Warcraft Cataclysm, and that's what PvP class you should play. And you're wondering, what do I play, what's gonna be meta, what's gonna be the best class? Well, today we're going to look at the professional players, or should I say what they played back in the day and today. Let's get to it. So, what we're going to be today is we're going to be reviewing some arena tournaments from back in the day, and we're going to see what the professional players are going to be doing. Not only that, but we're also going to look at some private servers right now, when the top classes being played in arenas are. Let's begin with BlizzCon 2011. We have the grand finals over here, the complete recording, OMG versus Skill Cup. So let's see what they're playing over here. We're going to skip a little bit through it. Let's see. First of all, let's start from the start. What do we have from the start? We have Warlocks, Mages, and what else do we have? The quality, as you can see, is terrible because this is like a very old recording, and a Paladin. I can't really get into class specifications, but it's pretty obvious what they're doing, who's playing like a Frost Mage, an Affliction Warlock, and so on. So let's just focus on the main classes for now. On this team, we have a Warlock, a Mage, and a Paladin, which are obviously extremely good S-tier classes you should be playing in Cataclysm for PvP. On the other team, we have a Death Knight, a Paladin, and a Hunter. By the way, this is the first time a Hunter has won the World Championship in Cataclysm. So Hunters are an extremely good choice, and I mean an extremely good choice when it comes to Cataclysm PvP. Retribution Paladins also great. Death Knights, not going to mention them. S tier, definitely. Mages, amazing. Especially Fire Mages are very good in Cataclysm, which is very interesting. Obviously, you still have Frost Mages on top, but Fire Mages are a very interesting choice in Cataclysm, so you can go for that too. It's going to be extremely good. Let's go to the grand final. What do we have here? We have these classes with the Paladins. We have a Paladin, a Warlock, and a Mage against... What do we have? We have the Hunter, Paladin, and Death Knight. Very good composition over here. And as you heard, a Hunter for the first time won, so this team on the right is going to win this tournament. Now let's move on to another video. We have Striffim over here, who's made sure to re-upload all these BlizzCon videos from back in the day. We're going to start with Kept versus Team Rocket. You're going to see what kind of classes they were playing. As you can see, it's very straightforward. We have the Paladin, Mage, Warlock, Paladin, Death Knight, and they have a Rogue. Rogues are actually a very good choice too. I think that Cataclysm is extremely balanced when it comes to PvP, so you're going to have a lot of classes which are thriving. We have the Rogues, so Rogues are definitely not to be underestimated. Let's move on to the next video. We have Arena DNA W3 versus Q Capped against Q Capped. I think they're the winners. Or was it OMG? I'm not too sure. On this team, we have something interesting. We have Shamans on both teams, so do not forget about Shamans. We obviously have Mage and Warlock, S tier, no doubt about that. But we also have some Shamans on the team. Shamans should not be underestimated. They're going to be great. Let's see how this video is gonna go. We're gonna go for a nice bottom over here. Okay, it is a long video, no changes. We're going to include Shamans in the roster here, Rogues in the previous video. Move on to the next one. We have Team EG Genesis against Skill Capped. They actually have a Priest over here. Priests are also not to be underestimated. Priests are also very good. As you can see, we already have a lot of classes which can be played. Death Knights, Paladins, Warlocks, Mages, Hunters, Rogues, Shamans did I mention, and now we have Priests too. You have almost every class be viable in PvP. Now, what kind of like talent are you gonna play? Stop! Make sure to subscribe. You're gonna decide on your own. You can definitely check out which talent is the best, but let's focus on the classes for now. I think that's more important to me. Over in this video, what do we have here? This is Yas Presents versus Team EG. We have a Death Knight, a Shaman, and a Warlock on this team. A Warlock, a Shaman, and a Priest. As you can see, Priests are doubling down. We have way more Priests now, which is also really cool. And we go to the last video over here. We have OMG versus Yas, a semi-final. Death Knight, Shaman, and Warlock against Hunter, Paladin, Death Knight. Again, don't forget, Hunters are going to be extremely, and I mean extremely strong. Let's move on to something else now. We're gonna move on from the videos, and we're gonna move on to this private server over here. So let's see how are the private server standings looking. What do we have here? Obviously, an alliance domination. We're gonna focus on the factions here. We're gonna focus on the classes. We have a Death Knight at first place in 2 versus 2. Then we have a Druid. Druids, by the way, Pharaoh Druids are extremely good too. Druids, do not sleep on Druids in Cataclysm. They are very good. We have Death Knights, Druids, Paladins, a lot of Hunters as you can see. Hunters are dominating. We have here a Priest, a Mage, Rogues. As you can see, you basically have a presence of almost every class. Not too many warriors though, I haven't seen really too many warriors. But you have presence of almost any class in the game dominating. Look at this. You can practically play anything. We have a warrior here on the 37th place, even though I haven't seen too many warriors. Very, very good. Let's look how the 3 versus 3 standing is looking. What do we have here? Hunters, Druids, like I said, Druids, very good. Shamans, very good too. Hunter, Death Knight, Shaman, Paladin, Mage, Warlock in 3 versus 3. Very good win rates. As you can see in 3 versus 3, there is a lot of Shaman domination. And you also have some warriors, so don't get depressed if you're playing a warrior. You have a decent amount of warriors still playing on the leaderboards. So let's summarize things. I do like to keep things short and straight to the point. If we have to summarize things, here's what we're going to be focused on. In my very honest opinion, you could play almost any class and reach rank 1. In S tier, you definitely have Death Knights. Definitely S tier. Mage, Warlock, Hunters, very good in Cataclysm. Pharaoh Druids, I know some of you are going to love this. Pharaoh Druids, insane. Shamans, as you can see, there is a lot of Shaman domination on the private servers. Now we can say the private servers are not exactly the best estimate of what class is good, but it does say something too. They can also be taken as a good example. You can also see some priests here and there. Priests are definitely good. We saw some rogue play here and there. There's some good compositions with rogues. What did I miss? There's actually a lot of classes you can choose. I guess the least amount of representation we saw was from warriors. There weren't too many warriors, but as you can see, there was still some warriors who managed to break through. So my tip is to not focus too much on power creep. There's a lot of viable classes. You can win with any class you want to, so do not focus on power creep too much and choose any class. That's why Cataclysm is so good, is because we have so many good classes. And if you want to be a complete demon, I mean, you can look it for yourself. This is what the grand finals of the BlizzCon 2011 WoW tournament is. You have a Mage, you have a Warlock, you have a Paladin, and you have a Hunter and a Death Knight. You have Death Knights too. None of these classes you look at the screen now these are the top beast classes. You should definitely play. But do not get discouraged, you can play anything else. There's a lot of broken builds, very nice combinations, such as with Pharaoh Druids, that you can try out and enjoy the game. Thank you very much for watching, make sure to subscribe.